Hi, Womentastic people. It's amazing to see all of you over here, and very soon we are going to start our yet another fantastic episode of Girls Talk, the place where we are breaking the stereotype and saying that when girls come together and talk, we are actually talking the serious stuff. It is not just the gossip. And before you start rolling your eyes and thinking that what exactly is going to get discussed over here, what are we going to talk about, let me tell you that there is some serious fun that we girls are into. When we start talking business, we start talking about financial independence, we start talking about how to become how to talk finances, how to talk numbers, about our careers, about opportunities, and many more things. So here we are yet again with Girls Talk, where we are going to bring you prominent people, women who have actually made mark with what they have been doing, what they are into, and what they have become now. So last time we had our CHRO from HDFC Ergo, Ms. Sudakshina Bhattacharya ji, and now today it's amazing to see, and we are very excited to tell you that we are going to have with us Sujata Biswas from Suta Bombay. So if you are wearing that cotton sari which looks oh so pretty on you, and you're thinking that this sari is going to make me look so pretty and so nice, this is soft and comfortable, it is probably from that brand called as Suta. And we are here, I think she will be joining us very shortly, and we will be talking more about this amazing brand, which has started making waves in a very, very cluttered market. So let's see. I believe that Sujata, excited to have her here. All right, let's see if we have Sujata. Hey, Sujata. So nice to have you here. Welcome to Womentastic. And I was just talking about that amazing brand called Suta, where we see such lovely sari which make all of us look so pretty. I don't know how you conceptualized it and thought about it, because when we think about sari, so many unorganized and organized markets keep coming to our minds, and we keep thinking where to buy this sari from, whether we buy it out there or we go to some branded shops and retail shops. You guys were able to find the gap in that market and figured it out that hey, we can get this brand out there called Suta and make it super famous with all these ladies who would love to and crave to buy this sari. That is so amazing. How did you manage to do that? First, I would like to ask that.
I think there's always a gap, right? I think we figured that there is a gap because when we used to work in corporate and used to go wearing saris in office, so we would get this question, "Arey, कोई शादी पे जा रहे हो या फिर कोई temple जाने वाले हो या some special occasion," and we felt that why should sari be only worn during special occasions? So we wanted sari to come back, like just sari to be celebrated as sari, like regular wear. Our grandmoms used to wear, our ma used to always wear saris regularly. Like we would have seen so many women around. But now it's stopped. So we thought, what is it that's lacking? A is because that there are no soft, those washed sari effect. That was not there. And
Yes.
Two is that one is that youngsters who would want to buy, they don't know where to go, right? Because they always you go to the shopkeeper, they will say, "Arey beta, किस occasion में पहनना है?" If you want a plain,
Correct.
"Oh, ये तो बड़े लोग पहनते हैं, ये मत पहनो," like that. So we thought, let's just give an option and women to experiment saris with different kind of blouses, tops maybe, so make it a one-stop shop. So hence Suta was born.
Right. Absolutely. Sari is a very sexy garment for sure, and you guys made it look absolutely lovely and super sexy, super adorable for women too. I've seen so many Suta Queens, and trust me on this, it looks like as if this brand has been well thought of. So, how did you come up with this thought process that okay, let me go and get into a sari brand? What made you think like that?
Uh, couple of things to be honest. One is that we really liked sarees. Two is that
Okay,
we both me and Tanya wanted to work with the grassroots level people and really know that what is the kind of impact that we're making, and not just by you know just by working somewhere. I wouldn't know where is it translating to. We really wanted to do something, start something of our own, and now we hear that, right? So many entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, makes us so proud. It makes me and Tanya super proud that people are taking the plunge, and it is a plunge, right? Like when you jump in, you don't know anything. We are not from
absolutely,
design background,
absolutely.
so yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah.
Correct. And your background with IIFT, and I think Tanya is from IM as well. So although that helped together, and you guys brought in all your thought process together to build up this, right?
I think business is business, right? So we needed a little yarn. So we knew we had the management studies with us, at least that, if not design. So
Right.
yeah, that helped for sure.
Perfect, perfect. And who was your first artisan that you went out to, and how that thought process came in that, okay, let us work with the artisans directly and start helping them, and how that business model came into being?
Actually, when we went to the weavers, the thought process was them helping us, not me helping them. We didn't
Yeah.
come from a position of power that that we are going to help, and these guys are at a position of power. They literally decided, and we got rejected honestly. Like when we went to these houses, like begging,
That's
please,
interesting.
Dada, show us this, and would you work with us? They're like, no, no, we don't work with college students like that. It
Very
was the other
interesting.
way around. So they were rejecting me and Tanya, saying, no, we don't work, but come sit with us. You want to buy something, we buy, but I will not make anything for you. So there was a little bit of difficulty there. And the first two weavers who we worked with, there was a husband and wife. And the fact we loved that, like, one is that they were okay with the idea that they will make plain sarees for us. Nobody was making agreeing. कहता वो कोई नहीं पहनता, आप लोग को डिजाइन का पता नहीं है, आप डिजाइन स्टूडेंट हो क्या? तो मैं नो, कहता आप लोग को कुछ पता नहीं है, डिजाइन has to change, you can't make like this plain white sari you're telling me. I said make a white plain sari, and they're like, no, I don't make it. So कहते यहाँ पे ये सब बिकती है, you have to, will you do? No, we'll just sell it. कहता क्या बोल रहे हो आप? नहीं चलेगा and all of that. So yeah, it was it was
Wow.
funny. But yeah, that's how it went.
Nice. Nice. I know that I'm taking you back the memory lane a lot, but I would love to explore more. We hardly see you out like this and talking to people. We only hear your interviews or see your interviews written or, out there. So, what is Sujata like when she's not working? What exactly do you do?
I I'm a person who's very love to be mindful. Whatever I do, want to be like present in that moment.
Right.
It has been difficult for a long time because I've been working, and then my pregnancy, then Tanya's pregnancy, having a kid, which it just created a lot of change in what I
Right.
would love to be. I am a person who's usually not cooking, but either I'm in the garden, or I am making something. I'm playing usually with either my dog or my son, and I work a lot. I'm a workaholic, and it's not a good word. I know it's not being used as a good word, but I enjoy working. So I would not say I am. I feel the pressure to work, and that's what I like. That I enjoy working, and yeah, that's me. Uh,
That's
I,
amazing. That's
yeah.
amazing.
I love meeting people.
I,
I love talking. I love meeting people. I love genuine people. So if there's a genuine
okay.
person in front of me, I click fast. So
Uh,
I love making new friends.
That's great. I mean, that is the thought process you always would like to stay with. The life is not going to change when you are having a kid, when you are having the career can't come to a halt. So, while you were going through, or you and Tanya were going through this transition and phase, were there a lot of challenges, etc., that you were facing, or it was pretty smooth? This specifically, I'm asking you because there are many people on Womentastic who ask these questions. Either they are going to get into a new life, like getting married or getting a baby soon, and they wonder always that whether my life and career, etc., is going to change drastically. So I'm sure that they would love to hear from you how you manage these transitions in your life and career.
I think all of us, go through these phases, and it's like a journey. Honestly, there has been a lot of ups and downs, and I'm not going to say that it's been smooth. For sure, it was not smooth. There were days I would cry my eyes out, and I feel, oh my god, I'm like, it's I've lost everything. I don't have the zeal to get up and do things, and there have been days like that, and has been
Right.
difficult days. And probably, let's say my son is not well, or my in-laws, they fell sick. When I was pregnant, when I was delivering, my mother-in-law was also sick. Both time, my husband was shuffling between places. There were crazy times, like even Tanya's pregnancy, when she lost her father-in-law. There were so many days when we would think, oh my god, life is like throwing things on our face, like bang on, and I don't know how to deal with it. And there have been days when we were super happy, but at the same time we knew we were going through a lot of crisis. For example, something would have gone wrong in the supply chain, some suffering, and that's the suffering for us, right? So many things happen, but I think at the end
Right.
of the day, we just have to figure out the larger goal and keep going.
Right.
And also, what helped me, I feel, is the support system I've had. For example, me and Tanya are literally like an extension of bodies. Like literally, like our souls are literally integrated, it feels like. And I know when I am not around, she will manage the life. Like, I'm not just meaning Suta, but also the family. So
Wow.
yeah, that has helped me. The support system. Our parents are with us, and
Right.
yeah, we have good nannies. So I'm thankful. Yeah, even the in-laws, the support. It's amazing.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Even I've been running businesses, and I can fairly say that yes, a large amount of I don't have to put my head into these things just because nanny and everyone is right there, and well taken care of. Kids are taken care of, so things do change. Sujata, some interesting questions about Sutta again that I'm going to put forth. You did talked about that how you conceptualized it and how you came up with the thought process of having a gap in the sari world completely. Who was your first few clients and how you were able to break through with the first few orders that you collected?
The first few were always friends and families, and
Ah,
me and Tanya, we started with making dresses, and friends and families used to buy it. And when we launched Sarees, because we loved Sarees, and
right,
the soft Sarees we launched, and they were mostly relative word of mouth. But
correct.
the kick we knew when we had cracked the product is when we started spotting people, on the road, on in the malls, or in
Right,
pujas, pandals. When we saw people wearing Suta, that's when we realized people love our product, and Suta has done it. Like, we have made that good product which people will not buy because they know me, but they buy
yes,
because the product is good. And that was a real deal. And we literally, me and Tanya, used to walk up to, I remember there was a bus stop and there was a lady standing. We ran to her and saying, hey, are you wearing a Suta? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, oh, it's ours, we made it. And me and Tanya were jumping with her. It was crazy. I think, yeah, small incidents like that. We used to earlier, like, slyly click photo and send it to people, like the back photo, and say, oh, look at this, somebody else. Like, I don't even know the person, she's wearing a sari. And yeah,
wearing a
those were the
sari.
days.
And now, how many customers would you have? If you're okay to share the numbers, just an approximate, how many people are wearing Suta now?
I don't know, lakhs. I don't know how many lakhs, but yeah, it's crazy. And I know the fact is not how many people are wearing, and I know for a fact the best thing is many customers, many Suta Queens have a cupboard section just with Suta, filled with Suta.
Wow.
So that just says,
Wow.
you love Suta so much that they have a section for Suta, and I think that's what is the biggest
That's what
validation.
makes
And
it that. Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's amazing, And did you ever think about it when you were young that you're going to grow up and you're going to start a sari brand or become an entrepreneur or founder? Or was that thought process completely like a child? Naukri karni hai, job karni hai, and that's it.
उतना भी नहीं पता था क्या करना है, to be honest. Just go up और dad ने बोला ये करो वो करो, mom ने बोला यहाँ जाओ वहाँ जाओ. It was such a I think if you have to tell me what I would have done differently, or if I can change that, I think that I was mindlessly doing things, and honestly till I reached my MBA, I was just doing what others were doing or others were telling me to do. So I think I'm not sure what is it, and or even after my MBA, I never thought I can do this. My friends wouldn't believe that I would do this, so it was completely not what I had thought. Me and Tanya used to play games of selling things, but this is not what I had imagined. Coming, showing my face, talking on screen, till you won't believe, till 12th, I couldn't speak one line of English without breaking. So doing lives and doing photos, like shoots myself, oh my god, it was what I can't imagine.
That's actually quite interesting as well. We found very few founders are there right there on the camera, facing the camera, being the model
for their own brand and being that brand herself.
So what made you do that? I mean, you are the model and face of Suta now, and I believe camera person is Tanya, if I'm not wrong. She's the one who's clicking pictures, right?
Yeah, we saved money. That's all we did. There was no other reason. We didn't have money to spend. We just thought, sari sasta rakhna hai, sab khud karo. So we did everything ourselves. Yeah, that's the good story.
I think that's what a grit that and grind that entrepreneur and founder has to go through to build that whole thing. Lot of grit, lot of perseverance from your side. We could see that, and I'm sure there were ups and downs. So what made you spring back up? You did talk about some of the challenges that you were facing. So what was those hardcore challenges and how you were able to overcome those days and stay put?
There's so many challenges. I think challenges I would skip because I think for everybody, like in life, I think all of us have challenges. Even if I'm not doing any job, even if I'm a housewife, I would have my equal shares of big challenges. I prioritize my life, my challenges will be all there. So I feel what made me come back, like spring back, if you ask me, is the larger vision that so many people are dependent. So now, for example, we have 16,000 weavers and we have almost 180 employees. So the responsibility, it's literally, it's not the pressure, I would say, it's the responsibility that I'm working hard because I want this family to flourish. So yeah, that's my motivation every day.
And if somebody would like to be part of a Suta family or be part of your company, are there openings, etc.? Because we have a lot of women who are looking forward for jobs also to maintain their career, etc. as well. So which way should they connect with you, or is there somewhere that they can speak to you for this?
They can post me, like write to me on Instagram. I'm super active on Instagram. Or you can just, I'll write down careers@suta.in. You can send me a CV. rs@suta.in.
Perfect. So there you are, guys. Be part of Suta family if you are looking for a great career there. And what do they expect when they are part of Suta? What kind of culture do they get to see?
I think it's one of the best that I have seen and I have heard of. We have absolutely no tolerance for bad behavior, and we are very inclusive, and by inclusive we mean we have all people from all walks of life, and we support LGBTQIA community, and we allow pets in our office. Imagine the kind of stress buster it would be. So, animals roaming in the office, and it's a beautiful place, and you will see the vibe. You know, if somebody walks in the office, they'll know immediately it's a Suta office. There's always laughter and talk. There's serious work, of course, but then it's very. We want that if you have issues in the house, you should come to work thinking my workspace will give me a lot of peace. So yeah, that's the kind of workspace we have.
And that's so womentastic too. We actually are promoting the same thing in our workspace also, and we keep talking to people who are joining us that this is how we want the culture to be. Say womentastic always. Even men are there. We have got two co-founders who are men, and both are womentastic completely.
Nice.
That's how we build our brand. And I would also love to hear more about you, Sujata, and tell us more from your passion perspective. I know you are a very hardworking person, but what drives you? What is your passion?
Am I lost?
Hi.
I can't see myself. Is it?
Yeah, now I can't see you. Yes, now you're back.
I'm back?
Yes.
Oh,
gone again.
Okay, sorry, I can't see myself, but I'll talk, right?
Yes. Would love to see your lovely face.
You are unable to see it? Okay, sorry.
Now you're back again.
I'm back, sorry. Okay, can you see me now? I'll talk then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
we can see.
What was the question? Sorry, you said you want to know more about me, and then
your passion. Your passion.
So my passion is to create this, the work environment I've created for it to sustain, for it to stay like this. Second is I want to get a lot more craft forms that is there in India. Make it affordable. Make it, there should be design intervention so that it should be reaching everybody's cupboard, and that's what the intention is. And I'm super passionate about the earth. I would want the world to be more sustainable, to understand the values of, working well, working in probably natural light and not switching on all the lights all the time, and stuff like that. There are basic ways of living and still be happy. I think that's what I'm super passionate about.
Wow. In fact, there is a complete study, Sujata. I would love to share that study name, etc., with you, which actually connects working women specifically, to the earth, natural resources, and how we can sustain earth natural resources just by coming back to work and being part of work life. It's a very strong connection, and that the whole study and research talks about that. Once we have that in our place, then I would love to share that with you sometime in Insta. I'll just post it there. It's amazing it's amazing to see. So this girls talk is basically about breaking the stereotype of that. Whenever somebody thinks about girl talk, they think about some gossip is happening and things like that. But we actually, when we girls meet, we talk about careers, opportunities, we talk about financial independence, how the funds work, how how to save money and things like that. So that's what we want to bring forth. So a lot of our initiatives in Womentastic are also around that. What happens in Suta when it comes to women coming for work? What are the different privileges would they get if they come and start working with you?
So apart from following the regular practices, which is of course the maternity leaves and asking leaves and getting it, period cramps, you can work from home, the basics, which are basic human rights, so those are of course there. But apart from that,
actually you are saying basic, but I don't see many, still many offices are not giving period leaves. So that's also kudos to you.
Yeah, I think that should be so basic, right? But yeah, I think maybe apart from it, maybe someday we'll see that happening, a natural thing, right? But apart from that, making somebody feel guilty because that person is leaving early because probably they have 2 kids in the house, that is unsaid, right? You can't do anything. But if you can effectively manage your time and give your deliverables on time, nobody can stop you from doing that. And that culture is so important, to just respect somebody who's effectively managing time And women tend to do that, because women have so many things to do and constantly
Absolutely.
thinking about a lot of things. So we really appreciate and support that kind of culture. When
Correct.
if somebody is managing time well, they can come at whatever time they want to and leave whatever time they want to, and we are very, very flexible in that. And even we have, if you take leaves and you can work on a Sunday, and we really encourage work from home, because we know the kind of, and I know women don't really want work from home all the time because even work from home has its own limitations. Yeah. But yes, we do allow when it's needed. We just, it's like, it's unsaid, right? It's your right. You can just ask for it, do it, take it.
Wonderful. That's an amazing culture, and when you come and you talk like this, we learn a lot from you. Last girl talk we had LDFC Ergo CHRO Sudakshina Bhattacharya talking about her life and what all she has brought as a change. It's very inspiring to hear from founders directly, from CHROs directly, and understand. And I'm sure all the audience who's out there are learning a lot from what is being talked about over here. We love your brand, and we now know little bit about Sujata. I'm sure that there's more in depth to it, and if time would have permitted, I would have let this conversation go on and on. But I would love to hear that. What describes Sujata in your words? Is there like 3 strong words that can describe Sujata?
Okay. I think I'm honest. I'm super honest. My mother keeps
Right.
telling everybody in the family, Sujata never lies, and I'm so happy that she she
Very
says
good.
that, and she does it with so much pride. I never would do that. I'm super honest. Second is I'm a multitasker. I know a lot of, it's a cliched word. I know a lot of, mostly women have this quality, but I think I'm very good at multitasking. And third is, I would say I'm sassy, if that could be a word. Yeah, I think
Yes,
I'm sassy. Yes.
absolutely. And you should say it with proud that you're honest, sassy, and you're great. I
Multitask.
mean, the kind of work that you have done. Trust me on this. I have been admiring Suta Sarees quite a bit on online. Finally, I dared to buy it. I said, "Ki chalo, the brand bar it is coming in front of me. Let's buy it." And I fell in love with the first sari that I wore, and I wore it in one of my conferences where I met NCW's chairperson, Mrs. Rekha Sharma ji. Even she asked me about that this sari, and she was there with us. And we launched our Womentastic brand wearing your sari, by the way.
So good. So happy to do that.
So it's a very strong connection, you see.
Yes,
And we would
there is.
love to meet you. And sometime whenever I'm in Bombay, I'm saying this live now to you. Whenever I'm in Bombay, I'll come and I'll definitely catch up with you for sure. So, last few words for our audience who are out there and listening to you. And how would you like them to take things ahead? We have a lot of women who are looking for careers, who are looking for opportunities, who are already in their business, trying to grow their business from where they are, or there are some mentors, etc., as well. But what would you like to tell women to go out there and fend for themselves, or to stay put in their houses? What exactly is your thoughts?
I would say, A is do what makes you really happy. Uh, there's unnecessary pressure we women put on ourselves that we have to do. I have to be the best mom. We have to be the best employee. We have to be the best founder. It's too much. I think just cutting slack to your, like, just being kind to yourself, and if you like not doing anything, don't do anything. There's no pressure, and if you really want to do it, uh, fight for your support system. Ask for help. We shy away from doing that. We think people will judge me if I act foolish, but go out there, ask for that help. Ask, tell your family members, I need support here. You better do this, or make it, or hire people who will help you, support you. Because if you don't do it, you don't ask for it, nobody is going to understand it. We keep thinking that no, that person should understand and do it for me. if it doesn't work, make it work. It's with you. It's the power is yours. You have to do it. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. So I'm honestly, I don't want to put pressure. And I know women anyway are so pressurized themselves and evaluating themselves. So I think stop putting pressure on yourself also.
Absolutely. I think so true words, Sujata. The way you said it, I could actually feel that all our women out there would be listening to you and they would be thinking right now that, yes, this is me. This is how I should be. This is how I should be talking about and thinking about myself. So true. We try to put a lot of pressure on ourselves and try to overdo ourselves, and that actually puts it down. So it's amazing to hear what you have done, what all feat you have achieved, and I little bit thoughts and a little bit talk about your other partner as well, Tanya. What would you like to talk about her and tell our listeners today?
Tanya is the best co-founder sister I could have ever imagined to be. When I started, I said she's literally like an extension of my body and soul, and that's so true because we think alike, we talk alike, though we are very very different in nature. I think both of us live together. We are going to move together in the same level of the flats. Same place, because we made this work because we knew that's how it's going to be easy for us to work. So that's what I meant by create your own support system. We made sure that this happens because otherwise it's so difficult, right? Yeah.
Yes. So is there going to be a Suta office also in between those two levels, or is it just home? Home is home and office is office. That's how you live it.
It's all like walkable in the same area.
Okay.
We just we value convenience a lot. We make sure things are convenient for us so we can give our 100% and not.
That is so important.
Yeah, that's important, and that's what I'm saying. So I think as women, if there are limitations in your mind, if you have certain limitations, make other things work around it. So we made this work because we knew we wanted to travel with kids, small young kids, right? So we had to make other arrangements. Bring the office close. So yeah.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan, and we wish from Womentastic a lot of support and lot of high words for Suta Bombay, and I would love to see your brand grow further. And all of you out there, whoever is listening to this conversation, please go and buy Suta Sari right now and you will love it. Trust me on this. Highly telling you guys. Yes, I fell in love with your brand completely, and that's why we were like, we were hell-bent that we have to call Sujata and Tanya on this show and talk to her, and let's listen from the founders. It's amazing to have you here, Sujata, and we loved your thoughts. We love to see you, and amazing thought process behind Suta. Must compliment you guys for that. Finding a gap in such a busy market was something, really, and you guys did it, and you guys cracked it. And many of those girls who are looking forward to see guidance from you would love to connect back to you. So here is our proposal. Would you like to become mentors for some of these ladies on your free time? Would you like to?
Would absolutely
Great.
love it. Yeah, that gives us
Great.
so much. It's really like giving back, right? Because when we were starting, we didn't know who to reach out to. So we would love that for sure.
Perfect. Sounds good. So we are going to start our mentoring program already. We have already got mentees. We would send the details to you shortly, and you can be one of our mentors to tell these guys that how to go about it. And shortly we would be starting our event also on W3, that is Womentastic Wonder Women. So automatically whoever is coming on this Girl Talk show, they become part of this W3 as well. So it's basically combining together the forces, and those thoughts and the thoughts that you were sharing right now, the thoughts that Sudakshina just now shared with us few days back, those thoughts would be putting together to action. And
Wow.
we would be taking it to corporates as well as to some of the political parties, etc., so that it gets implemented into laws and rules and we get some proper action there. That's what the idea is. So great to have you. Any last words for us or for the audience, and then we can close the live show.
Just had a fun time. Time flew. I didn't even know I spoke so much, but loved talking to you and your questions, especially. Just the last thought is seizing the day. I start my day with some self time. I just meditate and exercise a little bit, and I end my day with whatever my to-do list is. I check it off, like cross it. So it just gives me a lot of peace, and then I sleep. So yeah, it's it's a habit I've formed. So if you can help, somebody can follow it, and yeah, all the best.
I can vouch for that. I also do exactly the same. I start my day with a me time always, and that's my exercising time that nobody can steal from me. It really helps a lot. Great talking to you, Sujata, and would have loved to continue this conversation if the time would have not limited us. I'm sure that.
Meeting me. So I'm
Sorry,
saying
you.
I said we will meet, right? You are coming to Bombay and meeting. So
Yes, yes, we should definitely. We'll connect on that again separately and we should definitely catch up together. So, see you again and thank you so much for being part of this show. And we would love to have and hear more from you on Womentastic. So, we will keep on connecting with you. Thanks a lot and lots of good luck for Suta Bombay.